Today we're going to play Dominoes. Let's go. Hi, I'm Chris and welcome to Playing Games. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Start your own domino effect. So there are dozens of ways to play dominoes. Today we'll go over the most standard version, and in later videos we can explore some of the other more popular variations, such as dominoes all five. So here's my domino set. Like most, it has 28 dominoes, ranging from the double zero up through the double six. The circles are known as pips. Pips can also be found on dice, and the numbered cards in card decks are also called pip cards. If you want to know more about pips, check out this video. Believe it or not, just like cards, dominoes have suits. The suits go by numbers rather than shapes, meaning there is a 0 suit, a 1 suit, a 2 suit, 3, 4, 5, and a 6 suit. I mentioned that there are 28 dominoes. Why 28? Well, in most 4-player games in dominoes, each player gets 7 dominoes. 4 times 7, 28. The object of basic dominoes is to be the first player to get 150 points, or you can set a higher or lower final number. Dominoes is a shedding game. The first player to shed all of their dominoes gets to score on that round. Points are not determined by how many dominoes you play, but rather you add up the remaining domino values in your opponent's hands, and you get to keep that score. Today we're going to set up a 2-player game. Each player is given 7 dominoes, and the remaining 14 go in a face-down pile known as the boneyard. Yes, the boneyard. Why boneyard? Well, dominoes were originally made with bones, and you put them in a yard. Basic dominoes is best played with 2 players, but you can play with 3 or 4. Just start each player with 5 dominoes instead of 7. That said, competitive street dominoes is best played with 4 players in 2 teams of 2, each player getting 7 dominoes and a bottle of Brugal. No, you're not ready for that yet. Your dominoes are only visible to you, like this. You can stand them up with ways, or if advanced dominoes players can hold all 7 in their hands like a boss. Easy, right? Another thing you might remember from childhood is the player with the highest double lays down that domino first to start the first round. The highest double in a round is known as the heavy. Just be aware that this rule only applies to the very first round in most plays. The next round, the player to the right gets to lead with any domino they want. I have the heaviest of the heavies, a double 6, so I get to lead. The first double domino placed down can be played on all 4 sides. More on that in a little bit. So here's the main rule for playing dominoes. On your turn, you must play a domino from your hand or draw more dominoes from the boneyard until you can play one. In order to play, you can only lay out a domino whose pip number matches an open side of the laid out dominoes, the domino train. So now the opposite player must play a domino with a pip of 6. If they can't play any of the dominoes from their hand, then they must take a face-down domino from the boneyard and keep taking more one at a time until they can make a play. Luckily, they have this one, which shows a 6 and a 5. When playing off a domino which has the same number on either end, you play off these sides initially, where the crease is. And because this is the first double played, you'll be able to play off all 4 sides. After finishing their move, play goes to the next player. Now a 6 and a 5 are showing, and I can play off either side. I'll play this domino, which has a 6 and a 3, and that'll go right here. So that means the only numbers you can play off of now are the 5 and 3, right? Actually, no. The first double played in the round can be played on all 4 sides. That means the next player can use a 3, 5, or a 6. They're going to play a double 5. Now, does that mean that this double 5 can be played on all 4 sides? Unfortunately not. Only the very first double can be played on all 4 sides. But since it's a double, it will go sideways as well. Now we continue to play until one of us sheds our final domino. If you run out of space, you can begin to turn the dominoes in a way that allows for more play. If a player cannot make a move, they must take a domino from the boneyard. And you'll continue to take dominoes one at a time until you have a domino that can be played with. Okay, here's a 3. I can make the last play, and I'm out of dominoes. I've shed all my dominoes. I have none left. So what happens next? Well, my opponent reveals their remaining dominoes. We add up all the pips, and the total becomes the winner's score for that round. The opponent gets nothing. Rounds continue like this until one player has the designated final score. Here are some other tips and rules. If a player can't make a move and the boneyard is empty, then they must pass play to the player on their right. If all the players need to pass, the round is a stalemate and no points are awarded. Set up for another round. You don't want to get stuck with heavier dominoes in your hand, so many players will choose to play their dominoes with higher values before lower valued ones. For example, I could play a double 0 or a 5-6. I would want to get rid of that 5-6 first. So if I lose, I won't give those 11 points to my opponent. Rather, give them a big fat double 0. Take that. One more tip, try to think ahead. I could play this double 4 here, but since I don't have any more 4s, I'm setting myself up for failure. Instead, if I play the 3-5, now I'm giving myself the possibility of playing either the double 5 or the double 4 next round. Big brain. The best domino player is a domino player who can keep track of what numbers are in their hand and what numbers have been played. If they know they have a lot of 5s in their hand, it's unlikely that their opponent will be able to play off of 5s because they dominate the 5s. Same goes for pips you don't have in your hand. There's a reason Dominoes never goes out of style, so get out your dominoes and have some fun, and I'll see you on the next one. Please comment, like, and subscribe to help this channel grow. Also help support the hard work that goes into these videos by digitally donating. You are great.